Hello again, and thank you for joining Jeff and Jenny's Classic Restorations. Well, we know Jenny in this one today. She's safely at home. She can't come out with me on this. But I mentioned about my shed still being delayed. Just had a message this morning with something about the delay. So this is really probably going to be the last video I can do until the shed building. I've had 100% of my little votes thing for me filming the shed being built, and then we can do the interior perhaps on another video. But until then, I really have run out of things to do. I can't get involved with anything because I've just got no room. So I thought one more video, we just do a little review on the NSU Quickly S23. This is, as you know, I've mentioned in the last video, all the scooters or mopeds are named after family members, generally late family members. This is called Maggie. This is after my nan, my mum's side, and her name was Margaret, but everyone called her Maggie. But we used to call her Nanny Dumper because she always used to say, that's got to go to the dump, that's got to go to the dump. But she was a very awkward lady, but very sweet, kind, loved her grandchildren. And I just thought I'd bring this out. This is when I first started driving, about 1981, 82. She bought me this. This was the old Cortina Mark IV, I suppose. Sort of new then. So she bought me this because I was always fiddling with cars and everything, and you know, she's got there to my dear Jeff with love, grandma, in there. So always kept that one, and so this is named after her. So just have a little look around. As I say, she was awkward, very nice lady, very sweet, but awkward, and that just about goes for this one. So let me just show you around and I'll show you how awkward it is. Well, one thing I had to do, which I didn't show. If you remember, I had to powder coat the crank pedals here for the cranks. One of them, when I finally got it on, you could tell it was bent. It looks awful. So I managed to get a couple of new ones, and the pedals started coming off every time I took it for a ride. They weren't. The thread had gone inside the crank as well, so they're all nice and tight now. So that's one little problem solved. Let's have another little look around. It was a nice little boat going down the river here. This is one of my favourite places. But yeah, so one thing to do now is just get this light working. Doesn't really matter, I'm not driving it at night, but yeah, I think it's to do with an earth in there, so that can be done and just fiddle with that, tinkering. So other than that, the engine, as you know, was done by NSU Quickly Spares. Well, I'd originally done it, but there was a couple of bits that the valves seal in the crank was the wrong one, but that's all been sorted out. Now it does drive lovely. The only problem is this is the clutch cable, and then you've got 2 gears. Now that sticks slightly, and then you've got the brake over here. Now when you front brake, so when you do an emergency stop, well, not that I want to, that's why you have to think ahead. You have to pedal backwards, which is not. So you push this back, that brings the rear brake on, which is just doesn't seem natural compared to the others. So you do have to think about it when you stop. And the other problem I've got, I just can't seem to get the tick over right. This is all I've got here for an adjustment, and this is fully tight here. This kept coming out. This is all okay now here, but I just got no. I can't get the tick over. So when you stop, you've got, if you don't get it quick enough, it'll cut out. But it's once it's going, it's lovely. You get it into second gear and it just potters about. It's lovely. So we're going to go for our little ride along the soft, nice tarmac road along there, along by the river, and I'll show you how awkward it is. Right, here we go for a bit of awkwardness. Right, so the first thing is we've got to get the pedals in position, obviously, to kick it over. So we need to be in neutral, 0 there, bring the clutch in, and then turn the pedals into the starting position down there. Then we need a little bit of decompression and a little bit of throttle, and as we go about 3/4 round, we release the decompression and hopefully it will start. So here we go then, let's see what happens. Nothing. Bear with me again. I think we might need just a little bit of choke because I've been here a while. Try again. There we go. Just let it warm up a little bit. Right, we'll move the camera up a little bit and we can go along our usual stretch. So, bring this round into touch in, into one. Hopefully we can get going. Right, okay. In a second, and then we can just cruise around all day like this. But it only depends if you get people mucking around in stopping in front of you. To the Honda NSU last episode. That's an absolute gem to drive, relaxing. This one, I suppose you could say is fun, but I mean awkward. I can stay on second gear pretty much all day here, as long as someone knows they're trying to sit in the front. That's the end of the pothole-free road. Now it goes back to normal here. And then back round the 7th and lock again. Avoiding the potholes. Pedaling backwards now, just to slow it down. A bit. Pedal backwards. Right now I've got to keep it running. If you don't pick over. Here we go. Oh dear. Right, here we go again. Bring that pedal back round again. See what I mean about awkward? It's fun. That's it. Right, back into neutral again. Try again. See, it'll start straight away. It's just into first again. Now it's come out. Stay with me. There we are. Start. There we go. Very nicely down to the river again. Keep it in second gear, so alright. Trouble now into neutral now. See, it just doesn't tick over. I just need a little bit more speed, a bit more tick over. Oh well, that'll do. Well, there we are. Finally made it down to the Shepperton Square by the river. So I say, very awkward. There's probably a little bit of tinkering I need to do. Just, I have to find a way of keeping those revs up because it will just usually die when you go from neutral to one again, because you're trying to keep it running. You're trying to pedal backwards at the same time, and you're supposed to be pulling the front brake lever in. I say, very awkward bike. It's quirky, and that's part of its makeup. If I can get this clutch lever to loosen up a bit, probably have to get some, maybe get some WD-40 down there. It is a new cable, but sometimes it doesn't quite go back, so it slips. But anyway, this is Maggie. I hope you enjoyed this video. It is fun if you just have just a straightforward run, no one pulls out in front of you or anything. So this will probably be the last video until I get the shed done. I just really got nothing else I can do. So I hope you did enjoy the video, and you take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.